Spotlight में आपका स्वागत है. I'm your host Amitha. Join us weekly as we bring you guests who will inspire us with their success stories and transformational events. आज हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में है a multi-talented, gifted artist जिनको कामयाबी मिली at a young age because of following her passions. She's currently in Canada for a musical tour, and she's also in the process of releasing a new song with Roach Killa and Harj Nagra. It's my pleasure to welcome to our show the gorgeous singer, model, and actress, Miraya. Miraya, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good. It's exciting to find out about your musical journey, your journey into the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
But first of all, tell us a little bit more about your roots, where you grew up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I grew up in Bahrain. It's in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. And I'm obviously Indian by roots. My parents are Indian, so I had a very South Indian upbringing. Mm-hmm. But I grew up in the Middle East, and so I was like, music and dance has always been like familiar with me because my mom's a dance teacher. She's a Bharatanatyam trained dance teacher. And music has always been in our blood because she sings as well. So ever since I was like 3 years old, my mom would put me in dance shows and music and singing. So I'd always have the mic, with me wherever I went. And I was performing in stage shows since I was like 3 years old, Bharatanatyam, Kathak. So it started off from there. And also, my mom said when I was 8 months old, that's when she discovered me because basically she's trying to feed me baby formula and I would not eat until she put Michael Jackson's Thriller album on.
Nice.
So it's like I've always had a passion for this. So I grew up knowing that this is what I really wanted to do. And I guess I stuck by it. So.
Amazing. So it was, you knew you wanted to do this, the passion, but it sounds like there was a genetic predisposition as well with your mom also being so talented.
They're pretty encouraging, so that worked out great for me.
That's amazing. Now, that is a little bit unheard of, I find, like in our South Asian community, especially with the arts, right?
Yeah.
So did you have any challenges? You were following your passion into the entertainment industry, but any challenges?
There are challenges all the time, like especially being a girl, it can be a bit more challenging. I mean, like there are more male, especially in the industry, in the music industry as well. There are more male singers than female singers, so it can be a bit challenging. But I'm a fighter, so
love it.
So I just keep going and try to. I'm just like following my dreams, following my passion, and then just going with the flow. And
awesome.
Then so.
And now, so it sounds like, I mean, your first role model was your mom because she passed on, encouraged you and passed on the skills and talents.
Yes.
Any other role models along the way?
Michael Jackson.
Okay. Yeah. So that's why at 8 months you needed
that's right.
Okay.
Michael Jackson all the way. He's like, he's the first person, I think, like since I was a baby. I mean, obviously I've been watching him and my love for him, his music, has never died. I've still been a fan of him since then and now. I'm very, very influenced by his music. Like his, he's just amazing. Like he's a legend. So there's
he's a legend, and he more than a singer, he's also a full-on performer.
Proper performer. I am absolutely amazing. So
and that's why I can imagine you also putting your singing, dancing, acting,
that's
modeling
how it started.
skills.
That's how it started. Okay. Like I mean, not that I wanted to be like him and do the moonwalk, but obviously as a child, I think everyone's pretty much tried that.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, I wanted to have obviously my own swag, my own identity, but in a way that I wanted to do something different. So I grew up in the Middle East, and it's a lot of obviously studied Arabic because it was compulsory living in the Middle East.
Okay.
So I learned a lot of Arabic, and then obviously as Hindi as well, you had to learn. Yeah. My mom made sure that I learned it because just because I was so interested in the industry, so she thought that could be really maybe to my advantage,
Okay.
And then like obviously English is like our first language growing up there. And so I sort of wanted to do something different. And I remember like when I spoke to Dr. Zeus and when he got in touch with me, he said, "What do you want to do?" And I told him I didn't want to do something that was like just in one genre. I want to do something different, which is my roots, because I have different roots in me, like different. So I was like, I want to do a little bit of everything and have my own genre, which is like, that's why in my music, if you hear, it's always got a mix of languages, which is hip-hop, English, Arabic, Hindi, Punjabi. So it's got a little bit of mix.
I see that. It's quite unique.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to do, something very different. I didn't want to just stick to Tamil music, because I'm South Indian, right? As
Yes,
well.
yeah.
So I've got South Indian roots in me. So I don't want to just stick in Tamil music or, just go in Hindi. I wanted to do something different. So this was my way of coming out. And I thought if I had to come out, I'm going to do my own thing and then just come out like doing different things. So that's when Lovely happened.
Awesome.
So that was me singing Arabic and then,
Yeah, that's great. Like you have the whole fusion thing going on for you. Now, I know you learned the languages, but do you find like you need to have ongoing dialect training for it?
I won't lie to you. It is very confusing. It can be very confusing because sometimes you talk and you're like speaking Malayalam and then Tamil and then you have to switch to Hindi.
Yeah,
it can be it can be really hard sometimes. And sometimes I get really confused, but you know what? For my music, it works great.
Okay.
Like I want to do that even in the future. I want to have different songs. Right now, I'm doing Punjabi Hindi with a little bit of hip hop and Arabic, but in the future, I want to do Tamil with hip hop and a little bit of Hindi like thing going on. So I want to be able to bring out different languages and have like different kinds of music just coming out, but basically around the same roots anyway.
That's amazing because that gives you an edge because you have a larger audience.
Yes,
because you speak so many different languages.
Yeah.
And it's I've heard you on your songs, and it's great. Like when you listen, for example, in Lovely, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
When I hear you sing in Arabic, you wouldn't make out it's somebody whose roots are not Arabic, right? So that's why. So I guess it is difficult, but you work at it, right?
I had to learn it, so I think that helped a lot. I know how to read and write Arabic as well. Yeah. So that really helped a lot, obviously, even in my music. So that kind of helps a lot.
But, if you don't keep at it, like, I grew up in the Middle East too, but I've lost my Arabic because I never kept at it.
Okay.
So, I mean, it is also your persistence and hard work,
Yeah, but
right?
having friends also back home, they all speak Arabic and English.
So the communication
because all my friends there, they're from either the States or they're Arabs, like in Bahraini. So it's like very common for us to sort of speak the language. So I think I'm in touch with it, so it kind of helps.
Okay, awesome. So practice makes perfect. And you are perfect in so many different ways. We have to find out more about your career.
Okay.
But before that, it's time for a short break. Welcome back to Spotlight. We are talking to the gorgeous singer, actress, dancer, and model, Miraya. So amazing. We heard you in Lovely, but let me take a step back.
Okay.
So was your first break really with Dr. Zeus? And
yes, that's right. Dr. Zeus had come across one of my YouTube videos, and he got in. It was through common friends. So I had friends. He was working a lot with Bilal Said at the time. He was also another singer.
Yes.
So he had a lot of friends, and somehow he came across my YouTube. I think it was through mutual friends. So he got in touch with me. So I guess he discovered me. And he got in touch with me and he said, okay, so, what exactly do you do? What do you want to do? And he started asking me all these questions. I felt like I was in an interview. But no, he's very professional and he's really, really talented, like really amazing talent. So he said, okay, there's a song and I can't tell you what it is, but can you do it? I was like, oh, okay. It was like 3 o'clock when he called me and said, go to the studio. And I was just, okay, like, what's going on? He's like, it's a really big, it's for a movie. Trust me on this, just go and do it. When he had sent the song, there was nothing on it. It was just like, in the beginning, it was just more like chords and there was nothing on it. So I wrote the song, like I wrote Lovely, the Arabic bit, in about 2 hours, recorded, sent it back. And then that's how it happened. And then he gave me a call back after a while and said, record more, because they really liked it. So they were like, record more. So then I had to go back in the studio. Then I met him in London as well, Birmingham, sorry. And then we recorded it. And then next thing I know, the song was out. I didn't even know until like 2 days before the song was coming out.
Awesome. Congrats on that. And that's why we get to hear more amazing stuff from you.
Yeah.
So do you prefer doing originals? Do you do covers? I've heard some of your covers as well, but what do you prefer to do more?
The thing about it is that now for cover music, the reason I started doing a little bit of covers is because I get a lot of requests. And some people have found out that I've got South Indian roots in me. So sometimes they want to hear it. And since I've got no direct link to the South Indian industry, so I think, just to sort of, before I get into it, actually, right now I'm sticking to the Bollywood Punjabi side, especially Punjabi side. So I figured, doing a little bit of cover songs, keeping in touch with my roots. Because I love Tamil music, I'm not going to lie. I absolutely love it. And it seems to gather a little bit more of the audience as well. And they seem to really enjoy it because some of my followers are also from the South, from Kerala.
Yeah.
Because I've done a movie as well. So, you know, a few people know me from that as well. So they get in touch with me, requesting me songs. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? So, you know, I want to make people happy as well. So why not? And plus, I love Tamil music, so it works out great.
Great. And so have you collaborated with anybody, not on the covers, but with the originals?
Oh, yeah. My first song was with Tiger Style. I was featured in. He's a very famous UK Bhangra producer.
Yes.
And then I've also worked with Gurt Sidhu and Chaos Productions, also Punjabi.
Nice.
And then I did my recent song that I released a couple of months ago was with Dr. Zeus and Fateh.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's called Yalla Yalla.
Yes.
And right now I've come here for another shoot. I'm working with Roach Keela and Harj Nagra.
Love it.
Yeah, and then I've got a few more collaborations, but
I just love it, girl. You're going for it, and I mean,
hope so, yeah.
And you're making a name for yourself, in your own unique style, and that really, it's once again, I have to say, it's so unique. You have so many languages within you, and the different talents you bring together.
Thank you so much.
So then let's go into your next talent.
Okay.
You already touched upon it, the acting.
Yes.
You have acted in a South Indian movie, but you've also done some TV serials as well.
Yeah, and I've also done a Bahraini movie, an Arabic movie as well.
Wow.
That was released last year.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much in the Middle East. I mean, it didn't go into the States or anything. It was
but still, again, that's why I'm saying you do have a global audience.
Yeah, I love acting. I absolutely love acting as well. But I'm more passionate about music. But if I get a good opportunity, you know, I will consider it. The Malayalam movie was, it was called KLV. And it was with some well-known actors and actresses like Shweta Menon. She's quite famous as well.
Yes.
And Riaz Khan.
Yeah.
And there was Mammootty's nephew. I don't know if you know Maqbool Salman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so there were a lot of. It was like a college story, and we had to do it like more like a suspense thriller kind of a movie.
Okay. Nice.
So we did the shooting for that.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not yet released, but I hope it's going to get released soon. I'm not really sure what's happening.
It will. And so, that's great. I mean, you're doing a lot of things, and that's actually helping you grow your passion more, because sometimes you need to get validated. Sometimes we have a lot of struggling artists. They keep at projects, nothing happens, but you're working with big names. It validates you, and your passion keeps growing.
I hope. I mean, I have a dream, and I mean, we all have to work hard towards it. I don't think anything comes easy unless you really put in your soul and your entire hard work into it. So I'm just trying to follow my dreams, follow my passion. And it's a little girl inside me that I've had since I was 8 months old, I guess, and I knew what I wanted to do. So this is just me just going at it. I don't know what's going to happen, obviously, because you never know. But, you know, obviously I'm keeping the fight. I've got wonderful family and friends to support me, and they're very encouraging. My family is very encouraging. And it's hard staying away from home so much because I travel a lot, but they're so supportive. They're like, just don't think about it. Just go do what you want and everything's going to be okay. So
very well said. And you stay positive about it too, despite the challenges.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
So tell us, I understand you spend most of your time in the UK, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But you're here, as you mentioned, on a tour. Tell us a bit about that.
It's the Bump Jut tour. It's with Amrit Maan and a few other Punjabi singers from Punjab, India.
Yeah.
And it's going to be sometime in next month. And I'm going to be performing my songs over there, so I'm quite excited.
The original.
Yeah, original. Nice. This is my first Canada tour, so I'm really excited.
Nice.
Yeah,
well, we are glad you're here.
Thank you. I mean, thank you for having me as well on your show. It's great. So I'm really, really excited because I've never been on a Canada tour before. So this is my first tour. And the artists are amazing as well. You know, that's going to be on the show with me. So there's going to be one show in Vancouver. Obviously, one over here in Toronto in the Canadian Convention Center.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
so I don't know where it is, but I know it's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm quite excited because even the artists that are performing are absolutely amazing. So it's a great opportunity to be able to perform with them.
And you will bring your unique flavor, and it will be a bombastic show. Where can our viewers find more information? Do they go onto your social media page?
Yeah, I've got Instagram. It's and I've got Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would that be under Miraya?
No, it's Instagram. My Instagram account is Miraya_official.
Yeah, okay.
And Facebook is just Miraya, if they look it up. I mean, I think my name's so different. There's only one Miraya out there.
You're unique, as I say.
So when they look it up, it's just me. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's not too hard to find me. Yeah.
So go find out Miraya on social media, but we have more to talk about. Let's take a short break before that. Welcome back to Spotlight. We are talking to the amazing, inspirational Miraya. So, lots of talents, and one more hidden talent that you have, or not hidden anymore because you do quite a bit, is the modeling career that you have. Well, look at you. Look at you. You're meant for everything.
No. Modeling is something that I've been doing since I was younger. I took part in a few pageants when I was younger. Right now, I don't really ramp model, but I do a lot of photo shoots, for makeup. Makeup has become so big right now on Instagram and everywhere. So a lot of these makeup artists do get in touch with me for makeup shoots.
Like a print.
Yeah, like a print, So I do a lot of that. And sometimes with designers. I've stopped walking on the ramp a long time ago. I've taken part in pageants when I was younger.
Well, you have a lot on your plate, right? So that's,
so it was fun for a while, like a few years ago, I've done it, and then I've won a few, and then I thought, you know what, I like modeling, but it wasn't something that I was more interested in than compared to music. Music is something I was always passionate about. But I thought, you know what, it's good money at the time when I was younger, so I was like, why not? It's not too bad. So I modeled for a lot of, I've modeled for Alucas and just normal designers.
So big brands though,
I've done quite a few brands, awesome. Commercials, ads. And then I've won a few pageants like Miss India Bahrain, May Queen, July Rose. So I did a few of those. And then I thought, okay, well, it's giving me the exposure I need in my country, but at the same time, I wanted to pursue singing. And it's really hard sometimes to focus on everything, at the same time. So I will ask myself, what am I more passionate about? And it was music. So I thought, you know what? Maybe tone it down a little bit. I still do it sometimes, when a makeup artist gets in touch, but...
I love it. I mean, you know what you want. You know what you want and you go for it without fear. So you do a lot. I'm going to digress and ask you, when you're not singing, when you're not modeling, when you're not acting, what do you do? For yourself?
Honestly, I work out.
Nice.
I help my mom. My mom's got her own business. She has got a little school, so I help out there with the kids. I love kids. And I cook. I'm very passionate about cooking. I love cooking.
Now, global cuisines, or do you have a particular cuisine you pick?
It's more global, I would say.
Okay.
More continental, global. It's, whatever works for me. I just go on the internet, find out recipes, and I try out different things. So every time. And I absolutely love it. I love cooking. I will spend 3 hours in the kitchen making the most, complicated dish ever. And I actually love it. My mom doesn't understand, why I'm so passionate about it. Even if I'm tired, I'm not tired to cook. It's one of those things.
Okay, nice. Yeah. It's therapeutic also for you.
Definitely. Taking my mind off it. And of course, I love shopping.
Nice. Who doesn't?
Yeah, I love shopping. I could literally shop every single day.
Okay, nice.
That is my, very therapeutic, that, like you said.
Okay.
And it's my, getaway me time, as well as Netflix. It's my me time.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, no matter how hard my day goes, and no matter how tired I get, I give myself every day, even if it's an hour or two, to give myself me time. Because I think it's really important to give yourself, and some relaxation time. So I use that. So even if it's late, I will still make sure before I go to bed to have positive thoughts, watch something, and then just go to sleep on a good note.
Nice. So, well, you're a positive all-rounder. You delve into everything. So it's not just your passion for music, acting or modeling that's coming through. It's your passion for life.
Oh, my God. Yeah. No matter what life throws at you, I think you should just pick yourself up and just go at it, because only you can make you happy. No one else can do that for you. And you have to learn how to be independent and just believe in yourself. Even as a child, my mom used to say, I've always been very confident. I always used to be happy, and, just everything is just it's okay. I'm not the kind of person who takes everything seriously. I'm just pretty passive when it comes to a lot of things, and just go with the flow, because I think it's I've been through a lot as well when I was younger. So I think it's when you grow up, I think you understand there's so much more to life, and then you just sort of stop looking at the little things, and you just kind of
what's more important. Not don't focus on the nitty-gritty, the trivial.
Oh,
what's
yeah,
important.
Definitely. If I see negativity or drama, I run the opposite direction.
So you know what? That's a great life tips for all of us. Great. I have a request for you. So you have inspired us so much today.
Oh, thank you so much.
With everything that you do, but also all that you've told us about.
Yeah.
But, like we were talking about, there are a lot of struggling artists out there, Do you have any words or tips for them? as they are making this journey and aspiring to be like you someday?
I think as an artist, even if you're successful, just my opinion, I think you'll always struggle. Because when you're a struggling artist, let's say you're coming up in the industry, it's a struggle to get in, and then it's a struggle to stay in, you know? So I think like as an artist, you always have to be on the go and keep working even harder and harder. So even if you reach at the top, I think it's just more hard work when you reach on top to even work harder, because obviously you got fans now who look up to you, you know? And you got to make them happy, and you got to make yourself happy, and it's all about, so it gets really hard. All I can say is never give up. I won't lie, there are times where I feel so, oh my God, I can't take it anymore. I mean, I think everyone goes through that, but I know at the end of the day, it's just me, you know, whining, and it's obviously I'm not going to give it up. I would never give it up, you know? So it's one of those things I think like everyone should, what advice I would give would be keep your belief, have faith in yourself, have faith in God, believe in yourself. Do not ever, ever even think of giving up. And even if you do, if you want to take some time to sort of feel sorry for yourself, take a day or two, but then come back again. And come back stronger if you do. So I think that's what I would say. And don't ever settle. And don't sell yourself short. That's what I would say. No matter what, if you believe that you got something, just go get it. And no one can tell you what you can't do. You know your strength, and only you know what you can do. So I think that's what it is.
Love it. So powerful. Thank you so much, Miraya, for coming and talking to us today and sharing your story with us.
Thank you so much.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was Miraya. She has inspired us to believe in ourselves, to never give up, to nurture our talents, to create a better version of ourselves. Well, that's a wrap for this week's show. Thank you for watching us. Continue to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and write to us at spotlight@ethnicchannels.com. Until next week, this is Amitha signing off, encouraging you to follow your passion.